What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It has been a long ass time.
Yes.
Jose here at the First Round By Podcast, accompanied by my boy, Mr. Sauce.
What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 20. It's been a while since we've seen you guys. It's been a while since you guys have seen us, unless you've been on our social media and rewatching all that, because it's the only way you would have been able to see us. There's been a lot of football going on. A lot of football going on. Because there has been so much football going on, we decided to bring on yet another warm body. What is up, Juan?
How's it going, guys?
You doing all right?
Yeah, how about you?
You know, I think I speak for all of us right now whenever I say that I'm very, very sad. I'm very sad. As you guys can tell, probably, I'm sure we'll pan over to what we're all wearing. You got a Titans fan, you got a Pats fan, you got a Cowboys fan. The one thing we all have in common, none of us are reaching the Super Bowl this year. But that's okay. That's all right, because we literally just got done with one of the most epic weekends of football. And if you didn't watch football this weekend, you missed out, unless you watched the highlights.
Well, even then, you kind of missed out.
You still missed out, yeah. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. There's just so much to unravel. So let's start off with, you know what? How about we start off with the first person that got eliminated from the playoffs?
Was that really the Cowboys?
I don't know. I was just guessing.
it was the same weekend, but
yeah.
Because the Pats got bounced to first week. Saturday. Actually, I think the Pats.
You guys were Saturday game.
Yeah, we were second because I forgot who played before us. No, the Bengals played before us. The Bengals and
Bengals Raiders.
Right.
Raiders. So technically, the Pats were second.
Well, to be honest though, even though it was kind of sad, I still thought that the as much as I'm not a big fan of the Cowboys, I'm just kidding. No, I don't mind them. They've got some good players on their squad and everything. But you have to still be pretty happy with the way that their season went.
To an extent. I feel like you're expected to get out of the East. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. With the talent that they've got, you're expected to get out of the East.
Yeah, and honestly, I could see that, especially because you guys got Dak Prescott, you guys got CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, who was on my fantasy squad. Who else? Zeke, Pollard. So
defense.
Much. Gosh. Yeah, with Micah Parsons and
Diggs.
Man,
what's his name?
How did you guys lose?
I called it. Here's the thing. A lot of people looked at the Niners, and they barely got in, but they were a good team.
Right.
They were a really good team, and their 10-7 is a lot better than our 13-4.
I could see that with the quality of opponents and everything.
Just in their division itself,
yeah, that's true.
You got the Rams twice, the Cardinals twice, the Seahawks twice.
Right.
You got the Giants, the Eagles, and the football team.
The football team.
So it was kind of expected, and I called it a month before. I said the only team I don't want to see in the first round is the Niners. Oof. Sure enough.
Yeah, because
that's who we got.
Because you guys still had the advantage at quarterback because even though he's been playing kind of mistake-free football, I still don't trust Jimmy G.
Well, no.
But you know what? I think that the one big thing that kind of hurt the Cowboys this year was coaching.
For sure.
I'm not a big fan of McCarthy.
No, so I'm putting in an ad for Sean Payton right now. I called Jerry Jones after.
He's got his number.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because Sean Payton, he just stepped down from being the coach of the Saints. I saw a few things on Facebook. Some were saying he was retiring. Some were saying he was just stepping down.
Yeah, he just stepped down.
So I don't know. Are the Cowboys going to pursue him? You know what I mean? What's this, Mike McCarthy's second or first year?
It's his second year.
Second year.
You kind of give him a pass on the first year. COVID and all that. We didn't have Dak. So
yeah, that's
true. Kind of give him a pass in the first year.
Right.
But this year, some of the things he did just killed us. And, he made mistakes in games that didn't affect us. When we're playing the Eagles and the Giants and stuff. But, Did you guys hear him talk about the ozone layer?
What?
No.
You guys didn't hear that?
No.
There was a game, I want to say it was against Philly. We turned the ball over, 30 seconds left or so. Dak throws a pass to Schultz like down the middle. And, we're all looking like, where's the timeout? Where's the timeout? Dak's looking to the sideline like, are we calling it? He doesn't call it. Waits till the last second, we kick a field goal. Which we ended up trashing them anyways.
Right.
But, like, he gets asked after the game, and he's like, those are special situations, what we call the ozone layer. Like, what?
What the hell is the ozone layer?
Yeah. It's,
What the hell? I feel for you guys.
Yeah, it was rough.
I will say that I don't think that very many feel for you guys, though.
Oh, no, for sure. For sure.
Dude, everybody hates the fucking Cowboys.
Everybody hates the Cowboys.
Everybody hates them.
Okay, well, tell me right now. Who do you think everybody hates more? The Cowboys or the Patriots?
Cowboys.
Tom Brady.
Well, you know what? I think it also depends on what region you're in.
Yeah,
'Cause
no.
Yeah.
Since we're so far down south, like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? If you go up north or northeast or whatever, where you're gonna find a lot of like Bills fans or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably the Pats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the thing with the Cowboys is difference from the Patriots. It's like people are watching just to see them lose. Like,
Yeah.
no one's
100%.
watching the game just to see the Patriots lose.
100%.
But, like, everyone's watching because you either want them to win or you want them to lose. Like, there's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
So did you get to watch the entire game, the 49ers game?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Of course I did.
Oof.
Yeah, it was rough. What's mind-boggling, and it comes back to coaching again, like, how do you target, like, you targeted CeeDee Lamb twice.
Right.
Tony Pollard, which I'm assuming was healthy, like, you touched it, he had, like, 4 touches during the game. Yet we threw it to Schultz and Wilson, like, 6-7 times each.
Right.
Like, why?
Well, and honestly, it's also one of those things where I've noticed, especially over the wild card weekend and over the divisional round that we just got through with. Just look at the just a slight segue. Look at what was it? The Bills' third wide receiver. I can't remember his last name. The
Gabriel
guy,
Davis.
Yes.
Was it 4 TDs?
yeah.
he had
Yeah,
four
he had four.
TDs,
4?
8 catches. And what I mean by that, and also, I believe it was Pringle with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So most of the time, your top superstars are going to be pretty much bogged down. So you have to have a good either slot receiver or a third or fourth option and everything.
Yeah.
So I could kind of understand that, but at the same time, you still want to try to get those targets to your. It's malpractice not to give the targets to your top players.
Like, you talk about the Chiefs, like, you don't think they're forcing the ball to Hill? Like, you're going to force it to him.
Right.
You're going to run him on screens. You're going to run, easy passes to the side and let him do his thing.
Right.
Like, we did none of that.
Which is so upsetting, because if you guys did do that, then there was a possibility that you got. I don't know who they would have been facing, though. Would they have been
We would have
facing?
had the Bucks.
The Bucks?
Oof, that would have been a good
that would've been
rematch
a
of
hell
week
of a
one,
game.
It
dude.
would have been the Bucks.
That would have been a hell of a game.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it was still a good game, though.
Yeah.
It was still a good game.
Which, honestly, it wasn't. Like, it wasn't a close game. Like, the scoreboard ended up looking close, and just because Garoppolo gave us one at the end of the game.
Right.
Like, but that game should have been a 26-7 game.
Right. Well, hopefully, as of right now, McCarthy, he's still the coach, right?
Yeah, he's still the coach. He's
How
still
in the
there.
world did he manage that?
But see, like, they endorsed him last week. Jerry said he doesn't plan on doing his coaching change. And, like, he was on his little radio station this morning, and he said he had those decisions those are tough decisions he has to make. So he toned it down from last week. So,
Oof.
who knows?
Well, of course, right after the game, emotions are high and everything.
Yep.
I mean, literally, everybody wants to fire everybody on the squad after they lose. So, but yeah. So moving on, Mr. Josie.
Oof.
Actually, I'll ask you the same question. Did you watch the entire game? That you guys had against the Bills.
I actually didn't. That's the night I went to go celebrate my birthday. So I think I missed.
Happy late birthday.
Hey, thank you. Not like 20 days late. But
Same with this recording.
But I think I missed the first quarter and maybe some of the second. But after that, I watched it all. And It was rough.
I was expecting you to say you just turned it off at the third.
Oh, bro, I was one of those delusional fans. I was like, it ain't over yet. You know what I mean?
That one was over.
It was like 2 minutes left, and we were down by like 50. I'm like, it's not over yet. You know, we still got it.
Did I tell you about me going to the bar and seeing those Bills fans?
Yeah, you told me.
Oh my Lord. So I used to always rank like the fans and how obnoxious they were. All of a sudden, the Bills fans were the most obnoxious. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. You guys did not have very good representatives over at Buffalo Wild Wings. God, it was the most obnoxious thing. They would gain like 3 yards, and these guys would go, whoa! Yeah, and like screaming and stuff. And I'm just like, guys, it was a 3-yard gain.
Yeah.
You guys just acted like y'all won the Super Bowl.
I mean, to be honest, though, anytime anybody beats the Pats nowadays, it's like they're taking all their anger out from the past 20 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like the fucking Bills, like they fucking hate the Pats. Like anytime they beat the Pats, it's like you said, it's their fucking Super Bowl because they went so
really
many years.
They were dominated for so long. You know what I'm saying? Them.
They were fucking getting trashed by them every freaking year. So it's like anytime anybody beats the Pats now, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? So
right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Come here, boy.
I'm right here. But yeah, I definitely I felt for you because I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was, especially because of the defense that the Patriots have.
I definitely thought it was going to be a closer game. I didn't think the Patriots were going to win just because Mac Jones is, he's a rookie.
Right.
And it was at the Bills, in New York and Orchard Park, whatever. So I just didn't see the Pats pulling it out. Like you guys said, I thought it was for sure going to be a closer game, but it was a blowout, man. But I think it's just a learning experience, and that team's only going to get better moving forward, especially Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones. And yeah, man, I'm just excited moving forward. I feel like Bill's going to be really aggressive in free agency again. So I mean, we'll see what happens, man.
Oh yeah, and honestly, if it hasn't been answered before, it is now answered. Josh Allen is like the real deal.
Oh, for sure.
He is. He had the most, like, I've never seen a turnaround like he's had. Like, he can't, coming into, I can't even talk. Coming into the league, he was, like, his mechanics were terrible. He was super errant in throwing passes and everything. Now, that game.
And it's not just that game, it's the entire season.
Yeah.
Like, even last season.
Last season, he played really well,
even
too.
last season, he played
well,
great.
they've also gave him a good team. You know what I mean? Like,
he's got a good team around him.
He's got a good defense. He's got good receivers, good tight end, good running backs. I mean, his coach is pretty good. Like, overall, that team's pretty good. Like, you can't put like a freaking quarterback in a shitty situation. I mean, look at Matthew Stafford with the Rams and expect them to be successful. I mean, now look at Matthew Stafford. Not with the Rams, with the Lions.
Yeah.
Now look at him with the Rams. Look at what he's doing. So
he's been playing nasty all year. But yeah, no, it has been a crazy turnaround for Josh Allen, and I mean, kind of sucks because he's with the Bills. Because I'd rather him be with somebody else. Hell, I'd rather him be with the Titans, especially after that poor showing. Oh man!
So let's talk about that one.
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Oh Lord, let me rip open that. I gotta rip open that wound, man. So
I'll rip it open for you.
Ooh. Yeah, no. So I actually had a few of my buddies over who were also Titans fans. It was the first time I've had some Titans fans over to watch the game and everything. We got some pizza
they
and
actually
everything.
exist?
Yeah. Actually, there's like 4.
Hold on, hit that top right button for me, the red one. Oh, shit, wrong button. There you go.
As you guys can tell, it's been a while. But yeah, no, I got to watch it with some buddies and everything, and it was a really neat experience, except for the fact that we shit the bed. And by we, I mean Ryan Tannehill. And for sure. I literally just got his jersey, and so I was wearing his jersey for good luck, and the dude ends up throwing 3 picks.
Hold on. I got a crazy idea. What do you think Baker Mayfield on the Titans?
Hell no.
I think you'd get the same result.
I think he'd be better than Tannehill.
Here's the thing. Ooh. Here's the thing. If you go man by man, I think the Browns are better than the Titans.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So what did he do with the Browns?
Nothing. No, you know what? What the hell's wrong with me?
Wait.
Hold on. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't like Baker Mayfield. I don't.
Yeah, so
Exactly. So what's my problem?
I believe he's overrated.
No,
for sure.
he's not rated. That boy is trash.
he's dog meat.
Dude, he's trash.
He's
Like he
dog
can't
meat.
complete a 20-yard pass to save his life.
Yeah, no, Tannehill all day. So
Wait, you
Tannehill
would actually take Tannehill over Baker?
100%.
Now, keep in mind, he was injured all season.
Baker.
Yeah.
Baker was, injured the entire season.
Yeah, I know his vagina was hurting.
Yeah, for sure. He had some of that, too.
No, like during the regular season, I think that Tannehill is awesome. But then he had, like, as soon as he hits the playoffs, he has not proven to be very, very viable in the playoffs.
No.
But I think that I think one option that I would honestly, we're probably still going to roll with him.
You're stuck with him. You owe him like $60 million over the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Actually, no, we're only stuck with him till next year, and then
it's an option, right?
yeah, and then we can cut him without. And honestly,
Is it a player option or a team option, though?
team option.
Team option.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what's fucked up? Or whatever, like, he earned that money that the year that they gave him the
100%.
contract.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But now
he's
it's
played
not
really
looking
well.
like a like a contract
Well, I mean-
that you should have given him.
Well, I mean, at the same time, though, you don't pay for people for like their future performance. Half
No,
the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
So-
saying. When they gave him that contract, he was well worth that money. Like, dude,
Oh,
he
yeah.
had a hell of a year that year.
And honestly, he still is, especially so. If you look at the entirety of the season and everything, the Titans had the most people. They used the most players throughout the year because of injuries and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why they became the number one seed was because Tannehill and the defense.
I think it's your O-line.
I mean,
Whoa.
so
we talking about this year?
this year, yeah.
Fuck, Derrick Henry, the first whatever games he played, dude, he was carrying that team.
Well, yeah, for sure. But
but
then this is why I say the O-line is because then you plugged in Foreman, you plugged in, what is it, McKinnon, McNichols, something like McNichols.
McNichols.
And they still ran the ball efficiently.
Yeah.
It's not like Tannehill threw the team on his back and threw them into the first seed.
Right. But I would say that because the Titans are more of a running team than they are like for half the season their pass blocking was absolute shit, and that's
sure.
that's part of the reason why we were only
sure.
why we were only able to run the ball, which Deontay Foreman got me that fantasy ship, so I was happy about that. But yeah, no, I mean I can see why a lot of people wouldn't be happy, but he's still, at the end of the day, even though I was pissed at his performance and everything, at the end of the day, he's still probably about a top 15 quarterback.
Yeah, he's been up the pack.
Yeah, and I mean he has shown the ability to play between top 5, top 10 before, but I personally am ready to see them. I'm hoping that in the draft they go after at least somebody to groom behind him, because I mean, especially if we're going to have to keep him. I mean, and what's funny is that like literally every single Titan fan right now, like they're like, cut him. He's dead to me. Like every single person is like that.
I mean, can you blame them?
No, especially
here's
since...
the thing, like when your defense plays that game,
Oh my God.
you held them to 19 and then you sack him 9 times
And we
you
still end up
find a
losing?
way to lose the game. Like that's
Well, it
a
also
tough one.
doesn't help that the very first pass that he threw was an interception, and then the last...
yeah.
The
It was
last
the
thing-
first one. It was the first one to start the game. It was the first one to start the second half, and then the last one.
Yep. Yeah, he played like ass. But that's why I'm wearing an AJ Brown jersey, because he is the truth.
Oof.
Oh, he is for sure.
I absolutely love AJ Brown.
You guys,
Just see
missed on
what you
Julio,
got for us. You look like you...
I'm just listening. Let's talk about these games, man. The ones that we just freaking watched this past week. We're talking about the Titans.
though. Are we going in order? Let's just go in order.
Let's go Titans.
We
Bengals.
just talked about the Titans.
Titans Bengals.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so even though the Titans did lose, it was still a phenomenal game.
Yeah, it was still a really good
I
game.
loved watching
It was
that
a hell of a game, dude. And then freaking Derrick Henry comes back. He kind of does his thing. What did he do?
He didn't do his thing.
I mean, he scored a touchdown.
He had what, 95?
No, I think he had like 60 yards.
Really?
Yeah, Foreman was actually playing a little bit better than he was,
Okay,
but
he had
but
20
he was coming off an
carries
injury.
for 62 yards.
62. Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's like a 3 yard per carry.
No, I mean, it was a good game regardless. I mean, it was just unfortunate, obviously, for the Titans that it just ended the way that it did. Because I remember what Burrow fucking hit Jamar Chase down the right, or, on the right, went out of bounds. And that
was like the one big play that they had.
I'll tell you what, speaking of the Bengals, though, like if they can get an O-line for Burrow, that team's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Dude, what? He got sacked, 8 times?
9 times.
9 times? Holy
9
shit.
times.
That is insane.
Jeffrey Simmons was living in that backfield and living in his head.
Yeah. No, he never got in his head, I'll tell you that much.
Well, and the only reason why I say that is because there were several times where he would be basically like running for his life, even though he had a clean pocket. There was like 2 or 3 times that he was doing that. So, but yeah, no, he's incredible. Jamar Chase is incredible. That offense is stacked. The AFC is stacked right now.
Completely right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And every single game except for the Chiefs Bills was all decided on the last play.
Yeah.
By
field
goal.
No, it was just the last play.
Well, all of them were all field goals though, except for the Chiefs Bills, which I did not want that game to end.
Dude, freaking did you watch I know I already talked to you about it, Sauce, but did you watch the freaking Rams Bucks game?
I did.
Dude, that shit was insane.
I did.
That shit was insane. Like everything that the Bucks needed to like go in their favor was happening.
Yeah, everything. I mean, the Rams tried really hard to give it away.
Holy shit, that game was insane.
It looked like they were wearing Lions jerseys out there. Like, it was bad. I mean, Cam Akers isn't a guy that fumbles, loses it twice. I don't think Kupp lost a fumble all season, and then he loses that one. You get the snap over Stafford's head. It's like it looked like. It looked like Brady again. It looked like here comes Brady again. He's gonna.
That's
pull it
right.
off.
Yeah, no, I actually only got to watch like the first half of that because I was moving some stuff. So
when they were down 20.
Yeah, no. What was crazy too is that
21-3.
I saw 27-3.
27-3.
And then I was like, oh, this game's over. So I started doing some stuff, and then got on social media, and one of my buddies was like, man, they're about to shit the bed. And I was like, what? And so I went and looked at my ESPN app. I was like, what the fuck happened?
27-20.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Which I'll tell you what, if Cam Akers gets in at the end of the half, that game's over. It's 35-3, like that game's over.
Right.
But he fumbles at the 1 yard line and
absolutely. Dude. Just like remembering all these games is just like blowing my mind right now.
Shout out to that boy Brady, man. Jesus.
Is he coming back?
No, I think.
Is he coming back?
I think he is. He's not going to go out like that. There's been a lot of speculation of him retiring, but I think he'll come back.
I think this is the first time that he actually acknowledges and talks about possibly retiring.
Oh, yeah. Because you've never seen him talking like this before.
No,
because he's just like always got that competitive fire and everything. I think it's still there. I did notice that, take this for what it's worth, but I did notice that somebody said that he had a clause in his contract that if he wants to, then he can just release himself from the Buccaneers.
Really? Come back home, baby. 1 more year.
Hey,
but you got
that.
Mac.
It's all good. He can take a back seat to TB12 for a year. You know what I mean?
I was about to say that would be actually kind of poetic.
Dude, that'd be great.
Because Belichick
crying.
The last game that he had, the last playoff appearance that he had, getting trounced, and then now, come on home, Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Brady, bring us another ring. Although I don't think anybody else wants to see that.
No, nobody.
Imagine
wants to see
that.
But anyway, so how about that Packers game?
The Packers game. 49ers.
Packers Niners.
Yeah, that shit was crazy too. Field goal.
I could not believe that.
Yeah.
I could not believe that. Like, I guess because I only got to watch like half that game, but because I was doing some other things while I was watching. Because I'm not a fan of like really either team.
Yeah.
But it's playoff football, so you always want to watch.
I was gonna say I'm glued to the TV the entire day.
And then I turned around, I looked, I'm like, oh, another game might come down to a field goal. Oh, this is nuts. And then of course, damn. Do you think that Rodgers comes back?
I don't. Yeah, I think he's out.
He's definitely gone.
Yep.
Does
he retire? Does he retire?
No chance.
I think he goes to the Broncos.
To the Broncos? What do you think?
Man, there's three teams that I think are a quarterback away. Pittsburgh. You give him those weapons, that defense, that's scary.
They got like what? Deontay Johnson? Is that his name?
Johnson, Claypool,
Juju
will come back. Juju's back.
Najee Harris.
Yeah,
Najee,
and they got T.J. Watt on defense and everything.
That defense stacked.
Yeah.
And then you've got Tomlin.
Yeah.
Never had a losing season in his coaching career. Head coaching
That's
career.
crazy.
Wow.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's pretty impressive.
And then the Colts, if they can get rid of Carson Wentz.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to see that.
But that's like what? Like that would be the fourth quarterback in 4 years?
Yeah.
Luck, Rivers.
Luck, Rivers, Wentz, and then...
Wentz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, keep trying until you find one.
Yeah. I thought Rivers was going to get it done. I was definitely wrong on that, but...
Yeah.
I mean, Rivers played really well.
He did.
I wasn't a fan of Carson Wentz, but...
I've never been a fan of Carson.
Is it because he played for the Eagles?
No, I think he was overhyped right off the bat. I mean, yeah, he had a good season to start off, but... Which is another reason where I'm not a Mahomes fan. And, like, you can't take anything from Mahomes. Like, he's great. But, like, I think it was year 2, people are already like, oh, this is the greatest player ever played. I'm like, hey, chill. Like,
right.
Like, we're 2 seasons in. And now here we are 4, and this is his 4th AFC title game. So,
Yeah, he's been playing like a madman. So, actually, look, you know what? Screw it. Why don't we talk about that?
Which that leads us to.
Right? I mean... That's like the elephant in the room right now is the Bills-Chiefs game. That might have been that. Actually, no, that was probably the best football game that I've ever seen.
Dude, it was nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
it was nuts.
It's hard to argue that.
Yeah,
definitely hard to argue.
It's like what 24 or 25 points in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes or some shit.
Jeez.
Back and forth. Dude, I mean, honestly, like, I didn't think the Chiefs were going to come back. Like, what, 13 seconds left?
No,
and they have to drive?
Think it's over. At that point, you think it's over.
25-yard line or whatever. I was like, yep, it's done.
Look at the Cowboys. We couldn't get a playoff in 14. You know?
Right. I don't think it was the last drive, but I think it was the drive right before the last Chiefs drive. But the camera panned over to Mahomes, and he was just sitting there smiling and stuff. And I looked over and I was like, well, of course he's going to be smiling. He's got a minute. They left him a minute and a half on the clock. He's got
apparently 13 is too much.
He had 2.
Oh, yeah.
He drove down and left the Bills with like 103. And it's like, all right, Josh, it's your turn.
Yep.
And here comes Josh Allen and gets it done. And then it's like 13 seconds. There's no way. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were just watching the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFL. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Who would you put over them?
Yeah.
I would definitely put Mahomes in there. I wouldn't put Josh Allen as second. I wouldn't put him as second.
Who would you go over him?
Who would I go over him? I'd need a list of quarterbacks, but he's no way in my books.
Would you put Joe Burrow over him?
No.
Justin Herbert?
No. I'd
Aaron
put Tom
Rodgers.
Brady over him, and I'm not even just being a fanboy. Because anytime I say Tom Brady's name, you over there fucking grin. I love Tom Brady, yes, I do. He obviously won me 6 Super Bowls, but it's the truth.
No, it's not.
The fucking truth, dude. This motherfucker brought them back 27-3.
And I'll tell you this, talent-wise, even prime Tom Brady wasn't Josh Allen.
You tripping, dog?
No, I'm serious.
You tripping?
Well, okay, so
I mean, like arm strength, I'm talking. Just
prime Tom Brady would
talent-wise.
be prime Tom Brady would probably be 2007 Tom Brady.
Yeah.
With Randy Moss and Wes Welker and all them. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say better than prime Tom Brady, but I would definitely say better than Tom Brady right now. Look at it. Look at it athletically.
And that's what I'm saying. Athletically, don't get me wrong.
And the arm that Josh Allen.
I mean,
has.
the arm. I mean, I'll give him that. He has a better arm than Tom Brady, no doubt. But overall,
attributes. No, I'm just talking attributes.
But I'm just saying overall, there's no way.
If we're talking right now, yeah, he's better than Brady.
So.
Anyways, we'll agree to disagree. But
I'm gonna have to stew over that for a little while. But no, like by far, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the world right now. So I mean, what more can you say? It's like, do you ever count out Mahomes?
No.
No, you
Never.
can't.
Never.
Never.
No, because remember I told you. So I have one of my friends on Facebook. I think it was like, and we've talked about this before. It was like after week 5 or some shit. I think the freaking Chiefs were like 2-5 or 2-4 or some shit. And one of my friends, he was like, "Oh, the Chiefs are done. Chiefs are done." I'm like, "No,
We're done.
No." I was like, "Dude, as long as you got freaking Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, you're not done." And look what's happening. Like you said, fourth year in a row where they're going to the AFC Championship game. So
It's nasty.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are one of those great teams, and they are building a dynasty. Sorry, I can't. This beer's not going down very well. It was funny too because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, don't start talking. And I started talking. I'm like, fuck, this is not going to come out the way I want to. But yeah, so honestly, like I said before, this has been the probably the best weekend of football that I can recall.
Yeah.
Even if because see, I'm a big NFL fan. Obviously, I love the Titans, but I'd say that every episode.
hold on, you are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right.
He says that every episode.
Literally every episode I say it. But yeah, I'm and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I like to watch good football.
Yeah.
And so this weekend was amazing, even if it didn't, all the outcomes didn't go the way that I wanted them to. But there's always next year, right?
Eek.
That's a big old yikes.
So what about who do you guys got for the conference championship games?
Conference championship
Bengals,
games.
Chiefs, 49ers, Rams.
I'm gonna say we were talking about this earlier, and I've been going back and forth, but especially after that showing that that the Chiefs and Bills had, I find it very hard to go against Mahomes and the Chiefs right now. Especially if they're all healthy, which it seems like I think that they are. That was a super highly emotional game, so they could be trying to come down from that and everything. But I could see it. I see the Chiefs winning, and then I also see. I would like to see the Rams win, mostly because I would like to see Stafford at least get a shot at a ring. Mm-hmm. And plus, you gotta love Cooper Kupp.
Yeah,
dude's nasty. Juan.
Hard to bet against the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I'm rooting for Burrow. Like I'm not a Chiefs fan. I can't stand him. But on the other side, man, and I'll tell you this: as much as I hated it, the Niners were my preseason pick. I thought they were going to get better play I actually thought they were going to get Trey Lance by the end of the season, and that he was going to be the quarterback. And
Interesting. Okay.
But that was my preseason pick. It was Niners Bills. One's out. But
man, that's a pretty good pick.
yeah, and man, it's that running game from San Francisco that I don't know if. And let's be honest, it's a home game for San Francisco. Mm-hmm. Do you guys see what the Rams try to do?
Yeah.
You can't buy tickets outside of the LA area.
Oh yeah, I mean, tons of teams do that.
I mean that's still bullshit though. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
how they were trying to. Yeah, I read somewhere that a lot of home teams do that, where they try to go ahead and just limit the ticket sales to.
Yeah, to a certain percentage, but what the Rams were completely saying, if your credit card is outside the LA area, you're not getting tickets.
That's fucked.
Which they took it back today. You know what? And you know why? Because they couldn't sell out.
That sucks.
That sucks.
That sucks.
The Rams literally have no fans in LA.
Yikes.
Man, that's kind of. I guess that kind of makes sense though, because I mean the Chargers are up and coming. So
Yeah.
So how about the Rams, dude? Like if they go to the Super Bowl, that's a home game for them.
Yes, it is.
Is it though?
I mean, it's at their home field. You know what I mean?
I mean, Lord knows they'll probably sell out the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I get.
Yeah, I mean,
man, have you ever looked up tickets for the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. I just looked them up probably about a week and a half ago or so, just in case the Titans end up winning, and $6,500.
yep, and that's the cheapest.
That's the cheapest.
That is the cheapest Super Bowl ticket. That
I mean, I know Josie can afford that. That's
Yeah,
nothing
right.
for him.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of that, though, did you guys see there's a chance that it moves?
Yes, to Dallas.
To Dallas.
Yeah.
To Dallas. Yep.
Well, then it would be a home game if you guys were still.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean, the Rams though, like that, I feel like they are. Actually, I feel like it's more of a Matt Stafford feel good story for me. Like I really, really want to see Matt Stafford. And honestly, even though I think that the Chiefs will win, I would still like to see the Bengals go because I would like to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, all of them.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against
ring.
the Chiefs.
But yeah, it was weird too because I also saw on social media that this is going to be the first AFC and NFC championship weekend that's not going to, in like 12 years or something, that's not going to feature Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely nuts. But that just goes to show like how great those guys have been. But also, it's kind of weird that Aaron Rodgers has been around for like what, 20 years?
Something like that.
17, I think.
And he's only got
Pretty close.
one Super Bowl ring to show for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then again, they'll look at who his coach was for the longest time.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
McCarthy.
Trash. Absolute trash. But yeah, so.
But see, you've also had LaFleur for, the last 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, you know where he came from?
The football team.
The football team. That's so
Well,
He was the tight end coach at the football team.
He also.
And he was the OC in Tennessee right before that.
That's right. That's right. So you guys are welcome. I'm just kidding.
this guy.
Yeah, he was the OC in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Which is mind-boggling why he got that job. Because the OC, the offense in Tennessee wasn't really great whenever he got the Packers job.
Yeah. It was kind of up and coming. I think that he mostly got because I think at the time, I want to say that we had Mariota. We were transitioning from Mariota to Tannehill. And
that guy was garbage. I never liked that guy.
Mariota, I thought he was a good guy, but he's not an NFL
he's
quarterback.
a great guy, but he just...
Hell, there was a time whenever he apologized to the media for saying that he was pissed. I was like, what? Grow some balls. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so as we have alluded to, it was an incredible weekend of football. So with that being said, you guys got anything else? It's your time to shine.
It's my time to shine.
It's your time to shine, my friend. Speak now or forever hold your peace. This is going on the internet.
And the interwebs.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody's going to see
You're just now
this.
telling me this?
And this is...
I thought this was for my pure entertainment.
Oh, no, that's later. No, I mean, so all of our fans worldwide are going to see this.
Mr. Worldwide.
All 25 of them.
All 25 of them.
Hey, we got followers in Germany.
We do.
We actually have more following.
You told me about that.
We have more following in Germany than we do in, I wouldn't say Oklahoma.
Texas.
And then Texas, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to all the German homies listening from...
I still want to know who you are.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because they've never shown their face.
What?
Or have they?
Or spoken that they watch us, so, or listen to us. But yeah, so definitely shout out to all of our listeners. And you were a viewer at one point, and now you're on the show. So thanks for coming on.
Here I am.
We definitely appreciate it. This is one of our favorite things to do. Obviously, is not only talk football but also bring on other people. Because sometimes I know that he hates talking to me sometimes.
Yeah,
all the time.
I appreciate you. Hey,
I definitely appreciate the invitation. It's fun.
Hell yeah,
fun.
It's past this guy's bedtime. Way past his bedtime.
Yeah,
definitely for sure.
So yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming on, rescheduling with us 70 times.
Oh yeah, we had to reschedule like 3 or 4 different times.
Oh man,
I apologize.
Gotta love our busy lives.
I'm just glad he rescheduled on Sunday. You know, he wanted to record during the Chiefs-Bills game.
Yeah, remember?
Can you imagine missing that?
I know. Well,
let's hear her talk about football while that thing's going on out there.
Well, what's funny about it too is I actually texted him. I was just like, hey, we should probably record after all the games are done because then that would give us some better content. And then, of course, like you said, we almost missed the greatest game of all time. Maybe not the greatest game of all time, but greatest game that I've seen.
Man, it's up there.
It definitely is.
It's definitely up there.
But yeah. So, Without further ado, Josie, do you have anything else for our lovely viewers?
If you stayed, we've been recording for like close to a damn hour. If you stuck around for the whole damn show, thank you guys.
It was like 40 minutes.
Thank you for the support. We were gone for like 7-8 weeks. We apologize. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. We got some plans in the works for the off season.
Absolutely.
So just because there's no football on doesn't mean there's no podcast. We got something up our sleeve.
There's still gonna be some first round bye,
but
some FRB content.
But
we're opening up OFs.
We will. We will get to that point when we get to that point.
Absolutely,
Mr. Sauce.
Again, Juan, thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you guys.
We appreciate you having you on. If you guys would like to check us out, we are on all these streaming services. Well, yeah, most of the streaming services. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. You guys can see us on the tube. That's my favorite thing, obviously. But anyway, with all that being said, again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. This was a monumental episode, number 20, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can tell that I've been out of the game for a while.
Peace.